Hello and welcome to the Powerboost meditation. Today, let us experiment with the theme, an angelic mind. An angelic mind. On one side, there is a human mind, and on the other side, it's an angelic mind. A mind creates thoughts, a mind creates feelings. So a human mind stays in visible, physical, human feelings and thoughts, versus an angelic mind stays in invisible, subtle, real presence. An angelic mind thinks about the life beyond the physical dimension. And because the angelic mind thinks about eternity, it naturally feels the feelings of unlimited love, unlimited care, unlimited belonging towards everyone. And so an angelic mind is a mind that doesn't get trapped in the limitations of the role. The limitations that often bring about comparison, judgment, measurement, calculation. An angelic mind is beyond all this. An angelic mind will never compare. An angelic mind will always accept. An angelic mind will always empathize rather than to judge someone. An angelic mind wouldn't think of correcting but of inspiring. An angelic mind, because it sees the sky, it's able to naturally operate from this consciousness. A human mind is still lost in the real world, still lost in the drama of life. And so it's constantly engrossed, thinking about, analyzing, comparing, trying to fix things on the drama level. But an angelic mind is beyond all that. The transformation from a human mind to an angelic mind is more like a metamorphosis that we all know that a caterpillar undergoes to become a butterfly. So a human mind is living in the life of a caterpillar, versus the angelic mind lives the life of a butterfly, of constantly flying, constantly celebrating, constantly sharing, spreading happiness for no reason, but because of its natural nature. And so just like a caterpillar has to undergo a phase of undivided attention on the self, which we call it as a cocoon, where the caterpillar stays inside, melts the old self, and allows for this butterfly within to emerge. The imaginal cells, in the same way, it's like the cocoon of silence, the cocoon of disconnecting from the physical world and being comfortable in the presence of the divine, the source, and soaking in that love of God. It allows for the old self, the human mind, to dissolve, and it allows for the imaginal selves of being an angel to emerge. And so then an angelic mind naturally emerges by being in the cocoon of silence, of of God's love. And so there is an angel within each one of us, and that angel is waiting to emerge. And the real journey of the spiritual life in meditation is to really go more and more in touch, get more and more in touch with that angelic self that lies deep within the consciousness and just needs that process of undergoing metamorphosis in deep silence for it to emerge from within. So let us experiment with this consciousness for a few minutes as we sit back, relax ourselves. We realize that the spiritual journey, meditation, is the journey from gross to subtle, is the journey from physical to metaphysical, from human to angel. And so I spent some time realizing that the human mind, the physical self, belongs to the role world. It has nothing to do with my reality. It belongs to a very temporary, constantly changing world. Whereas I, the being, I belong to the invisible world of truth, the eternal dimension. I begin to disconnect from the human mind that is constantly thinking about the drama of life. For some time, I allow it to just fade away as I get inside the cocoon. I step inside this inner cocoon of deep silence. As I reconnect with the angelic self, a being that always sees the sky, a being that is not attracted to anything on the earth, a being that belongs up there, lives up there in the sky. A being who naturally belongs to God, the divine. A being who is naturally aware of his family of angels. Angels who have no ego, completely egoless. There are no desires, no needs. Nothing that pulls their mind down into the story world. The angels stay above beyond, outside the story world. The angel constantly experiences company of the divine. Deep within, the love of the divine seeps in. A feeling of complete belonging allows for the old self to fade away, to dissolve, giving rise to the angelic self. I naturally experience being here in the sky, above and beyond, in my dimension of silence. It's like being inside a cocoon that heals me from within. I shut off all the other thoughts from the story world and allow myself to be loved by God. To be cared, to be nurtured by this everlasting, eternal, unconditional love of God. Its love melts away the old self, and the angel emerges. The angel who naturally, unconditionally loves, respects, shares, cares, and inspires everyone. An angel whose purpose is to just be a silent messenger of God's love and light. I experience being here in the sky as an angel, looking down at the world with deep love, compassion. As God's love and light touches the minds and hearts of all souls. I stay here in the sky, beyond the sky. Held in God's love, sharing God's light God's powers. With every being. As I gently return back into the physical dimension, entering the human costume, I come back with this angelic perspective, even whilst playing the role in the physical world. I emerge angelic thoughts and angelic feelings in a natural way. Om Shanti. Thank you.